Hello beautiful people, hope you've had a fantastic week. It's been busy in Emilyville. I can't wait to tell you all about it, so stay tuned. So guys, this week has been really exciting. I mentioned about 2 weeks ago that I would be starting pantomime in November, and this week we went for a photo shoot to actually take our press shots. So exciting because one, it's something I've never done before. I really am excited about doing it, and two, I got to meet and work with quite a few people that I respect and love. It's such a great experience, even just going into the beginning part of it. We haven't started rehearsals or anything, but I'm really happy that I agreed to do this. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I have to say, pantomime works very different to sessions in that, firstly, the way they pay is very different. It's kind of like a weekly wage. So I actually took a pay cut in some regards, because normally when you do sessions you get paid per session, whereas this pantomime is getting paid per week. And when I think about the money, I'm like, this is a real pay cut. Not only that, I'm going to be doing like 7 shows a week, which is really grueling. I only get 1 day off a week, and some of the days I'm doing like 3 shows, which is pretty hard going, but I'm really excited for the experience. I took it because I felt like it's a new string to my bow, never done it before, and also the person who booked me came from the sessions world. She's somebody that I've worked with many times before, and she kind of made the transition into musical theatre stroke panto, and she said she loves it. So I thought it would be really good for me to try it myself, just see what it's about and see whether I would enjoy it. Now, over the last, I would say 3 months, I've been doing a whole host of things that I've never done before. Busking is one of them, which you saw in a previous episode. I've been recording my own material, which is something that I said I wanted to do, but I didn't realize it would actually happen so quickly. So this week I've also been in the studio recording some of the songs that I did for Meraki Festival, which if you haven't seen that episode, please go back and check. Back to Panto. So we went for the photo shoot. I got to work with and meet some of the other guys who were going to be in the Panto. There's a guy called Danny who is a fantastic drag queen. Never worked with a drag queen before. Very excited about that. And also there's a comedian who will be in the show. The story is Dick Whittington with a twist in celebration of the theatre's 10th anniversary. So we went down there. I actually sat in some of the auditions for the main character, Dick, who will be present throughout the show. But they also do a thing called Panto Factor, which is kind of similar to the X Factor in its format. They get all these auditionees to come in and sing songs that they feel show off their vocal ability and also some of their dancing ability. It was really interesting to sit in on that. I'm realizing it's a completely different world in terms of the way people sing and the way people kind of present themselves. So it was really good for me to sit in on that. Although I kind of felt like, what is this? I have to recognize, which I'm slowly learning, that West End and Panto is very different to sessioning and that kind of studio stuff. But one thing I want to say to you is that with these things, some people will say, well, the money's not the same, so I'm not prepared to do it. But I think for me, the experience and learning new skills is really pivotal to making your career really well-rounded. I think it's really important that you take things on that challenge you. And my friend Simone, she mentioned to me that it'd be pretty grueling, and to be honest, I don't know what I've signed up for. I'm going to be honest about that, and I don't know the intensity to which the rehearsals and the shows would be, but I'm willing for the challenge. I'm willing to try new things. I'm willing to work hard, which is something that I will do across the board, whether it be sessions or something new. I'm actually really excited about doing that, and also I'm going to be working with friends, so it's going to make it a little less daunting. And the person who booked me just said, thank you very much for believing in me. She will also be there for guidance in terms of learning the ropes and seeing how things work. So I'm very excited about that. I'll leave a little clip of one of the parodies that we did for Panto Factor, which takes on the format of X Factor, as I mentioned.
Okay, go for it.
1, 2, 3. Everybody, yeah, rock your body, yeah. Everybody, rock your body right. Rock your body right. Panto's back, alright.
Absolutely not.
It's a bit of fun. They put the show out on YouTube, so I'll also leave the link for Panto Factor in the description box below. So guys, my tip to you will be, even if you haven't done something before, be willing to try new things, be willing to take a pay cut in order to learn new skills. It's in the busiest season. I'm going to be doing it over December, and truth be told, I can earn a lot more money than I'll be earning doing the Panto. However, it's something that I would be really totally interested in gaining new understanding about music in a different genre, and I feel like I will enjoy it. I think I'll probably do more stuff in the vein of Panto, and if I get lucky enough, West End, but we'll talk about that at a later date. So guys, we're on Snapchat, we're on Google+, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. So if you like to interact on social media, get at us there. Also hit that subscribe button below to stay up to date with all the videos that we post every single week. Looking forward to showing you more about Panto Factor, but until then, see you next week.